look at Jack's Mausoleum today, ghoulies, right here on Freaky Friday, because this is the Voina experience. What's happening, ghoulies? Welcome back to the Voina experience. Thank you guys so much for joining us as we are going to continue a little series and also start a new series at the same time. Getting a little crazy over here, guys. What I want to do today, guys, is it's Friday. We want to start a whole brand new Freaky Friday series here at TVE where we're just going to be talking about random spirit Halloween freaky stuff, from animatronic decorations to themes to whatever comes into our brains. And I also had to finish up a series on themes that I was doing last year. We ran through all the themes starting from their first one all the way up until the present. I wanted to add last season's theme to that series. So today, ghoulies, we are going to be taking a look at Jack's Mausoleum from the 2023 Halloween series. We're going to be going to the Spirit Halloween Wikia page to get all of our information and all of our sources for our pictures and everything like that, guys. So if you would also like to jump over there and check it out, it is the Spirit Halloween Wikia fandom site. I will drop a link in the description below. So our thanks to Cole Walker and all the folks over at the Spirit Halloween Wikia site. Thank you, guys. All right, guys, so first it says real quick here on the main scene that Jack's Mausoleum is related to, of course, Mausoleum Row, and we will also be looking at the Mausoleum Row, so sort of simultaneously in this, like, one ultimate video. One of two themes created by Spirit Halloween for the 2023 Halloween season. It resembles an archway with overgrown trees and vegetation reading Spirit Hollow Cemetery with EST 1983 on the column. This led into a large mausoleum structure with numerous plaques and candles inside. All right, guys, so, this was last year's theme, and it was super awesome. I actually think it's one of their better themes that they've had in a very long time in terms of just the detail and all of the, extra tidbits that went into making it look incredibly cool. So the first part here is we're going to look at the animatronics that were in the Jack's Mausoleum section, which were Dagger Mike, Heckles, yay, / Poor George, because we all know of the whole Poor George Heckles recall fiasco of 2023. We had Leatherface with the Pretty Woman mask, the Martian Warrior, Scary Sitting Scarecrow, Slim, Stilts, Straw Man, which was, in some places in the smaller ISEs, and the Widow. All right, guys, so some of the quick little fun facts here about Jack's Mausoleum. Jack's Mausoleum. What's a mausoleum? Jack's Mausoleum. Jack's Mausoleum was actually originally thought to be Spirit Hollow Cemetery due to the archway the font resembled the Spirit Hollow Cemetery, which was a past Spirit Halloween theme from the previous eras. But this was not the case. It was in fact called Jack's Mausoleum. Heckles, as we mentioned, was replaced by Poor George during the big Heckles recall of 2023 because the face was all distorted. It was crazy, you guys, but they have since fixed Heckles. We got a great Heckles, so he's all good. This is why Poor George was not shown in the Spirit Hollow's 2023 ISE walkthrough. However, Heckles' balloon can be seen to the left of the ISE in one of the shots of Slim, I believe it is. Now, the cool thing is that inside the mausoleum, there were a lot of these Columbarian plaques that featured a lot of past animatronic names. The names we had that particular season were Buzzsaw from 2021, Cerberus, Grim, and they had like Grimm's arms sticking out of the thing, Henry Hustle, Hugs the Clown, Menacing Molly from 2023, Nightcrawler, and Ophelia. And guys, the coolest thing about the inside of the mausoleum, I thought, was the little flame torches that were in there. And they usually had an animatronic like, I think, Dagger Mike or Scary Sitting Scarecrow was in there sometimes next to those flame torches. Those things were far and away my favorite part of the whole decor of those flame torches. And the trees. And of course, on the inside, we had the projection of Jack the Reaper on the ceiling, and this also included some various ghosts and skeletons and things like that. And if you didn't get a chance to see it in store, Ghoulies, here's that video. Here's a couple of other things that were featured around Jack's mausoleum. We have these funky, cool-looking trees, which were so awesome. We have the Death Awaits tombstone, which was really cool. We have the Skulls tombstone. And then the step pad animatronic activator featured the RIP with the footprint on top of it like a gravestone, which was really cool. And also in some of the stores, Ghoulies, in the archway as you walked in, they had this like sensor sound effects that were playing like owls and thunder and all kinds of creepy sound effects. Yeah, it was really very cool. I enjoyed that a lot. And all right then, Ghoulies, that brings us then to the back theme of the ISC from last year, which was the Mausoleum Row that had everything sort of set up in a line, and some of the bigger animatronics that were back there, like Desmodus and Darling Dolly. This was related to, of course, Jack's Mausoleum. Mausoleum Row resembled a large overgrown mausoleum structure with an entrance overhang and several tombstones in the front. And as I mentioned, some of the animatronics that were featured in that back display, we had the Brown, or just Eddie Jumping Spider. I don't know why they say Brown on the site, but the Jumping Spider was one. We had Darling Dolly, Desmodus, Eternal Rest, not really a fan, Gordo, Grave Watcher, Hellspawn, Howling Spirit, Lil Scallybones, and the Black Heart. And those were, all very interesting animatronics, guys. I did a series where I ranked all of the 2023 animatronics. So if you missed that video, please go back. I'll put a link to it in the description. Some trivia pieces. So the display featured a coffin photo op that allowed visitors to stand inside for a photo with a sign above that read Spirit Hollow Cemetery RIP. You can come in, but you will never leave. The Jumping Spider was hidden inside one of the mausoleums behind two wooden doors and could be activated by a gargoyle door knocker with a note underneath it said, "Knock if you dare." Guys, this was a really cool display for the Jumping Spider because some people got it and some people missed it. But if you pulled that switch by those doors, they swung open, and if it was timed just right, Jumping Spider would jump out and scare the crap out of you. Now, in some stores, he didn't really work all that well, but there was a couple that we visited last year where he was set up just right, and as soon as that door opened, Jumping Spider was right there, and it was really cool. Here we have some general shots of the back theme there. You can see Eternal Rest. We have the picture of it from the video. We've got a shot here with Darling Darly. And here is... What is... Darling Darly. Darling Dolly. Got Desmodus here with the Grave Watcher and little Skelly Bones. So yeah, this was a really cool back display, you guys. And here's some more tombstones. Here you had the Sinister Gothic Gargoyle and the Lord Raven tombstone, which I think is coming back again this year. And here's another shot of those trees. I really like the trees, you guys. They were very cool. And guys, if you didn't get a chance to see those trees in store, they were like solid trees. Like, they were not foam or flimsy. Like, they were heavy, full-on trees. And I think they sold them for like $250 or something like that. It was crazy. All right, guys. Well, that was just a general overview of the theme from the Jack's Mausoleum to the back theme of Mausoleum Row from the Spirit Halloween 2023 season. And guys, right now we are going to take a look at the the demo video, or I guess the display video of the theme and all of the cool props and stuff that they had associated with it. So here, once again, Jack's Mausoleum, Mausoleum Row, ISC theme from Spirit Halloween 2023.
Ready or not, here I come.
Soon you will forget everything.
Guys, we had some fun taking a look at Jack's Mausoleum. I hope you did too. Drop us a comment. Tell us what your thoughts are of the theme. What was your favorite part of it? And also look for us next Friday, as we're going to be doing another little investigation into Spirit Halloween's Freaky Friday things. But for now, make sure that you're hitting that subscribe button so that way you don't miss our next video. And until next time, we'll catch you later, girls!